Hi Best Buds, it's Cathy with Cathy's Garden, and I'm so happy that you've joined me today. Today we're going to be making everything envelopes. That's what I've called these things because we're putting everything on them. So let's get right to it. Won't you join me? What you'll need for this project is you'll need at least one large book page. And then you'll want some maybe assorted pages. Grab your scrap paper. I've got some music. I have some in a different language. I even have some that I've embossed and painted on. You'll need some pieces to collage with. Maybe you have some pictures from a magazine, from a book, from digitals, that type of thing. And you'll want a few things to decorate with. Maybe sari silk, maybe some laces, maybe some stamps, maybe some other type of embellishment. I have my large book page here, and it is approximately 11.5 inches by 8.5 inches. And it is on the heavier type of paper, but it's not cardstock. Let's take one end of our page and fold it up 4.5 inches and give it a crease. Then let's take the other end and let's fold it over 2 1/4 inches, or approximately something like that. It doesn't have to be perfect. Now we have something that looks like this. This is when you want to bring in all those little pieces that you've collected, as well as your scraps of paper and maybe music paper. I'm going to take some of my music paper and I'm just going to tear a strip. I'm going to be making this into an envelope, and I want to collage both sides of my flap, this portion here, and what we might traditionally call the front of an envelope. I like the fact that I have book pages and pictures here because I won't cover all of this up. I'm just going to do a light collage. Let's start right here, and I'm just going to be gluing some things down. And now let's bring in some papers. I'm looking for some golds and maybe some yellows. Let's start with these. Find something that I like, and then I'm going to kind of figure out where on my envelope I would like it. So I don't just start with one side and stick to it. I kind of jump around, and that's how I do my collaging. It does take me quite a bit of time to collage. So I think at some point I'm going to show you what I have already collaged so that we can move on with this project a little faster. But before that happens, I'm going to collage just a little bit here together with you. I like this one better, and I think I'd like to kind of fussy cut this one out just a little bit. I'm so sorry about that traffic. I also have some labels here that I like to use. All right, let's go back to the front. As you can see, I'm not inking my items. I'm just placing them without inking. So that's kind of unusual for me, but it works, right? Sometimes we just have to do something different. This is what I mean by it takes me a long time to collage. It's not my favorite thing to do, collaging, but once I get it done, I really enjoy it. So it's something that I kind of have to, I don't know, put up with to get the result that I want because I do love how it looks when I get done. I'm really liking how this is turning out. That's what I love about collaging. You never know what you're going to end up with. You really don't know what you're going to end up with, and I love that. I think I need to have something right here. I love these colors. These colors are just, they're so yummy to me. Oh, that's kind of nice. That's nice. Let's see about tearing around the edge of this picture here. Oh, I do like that. Maybe some music paper behind it. I like that. I'm looking for something. I haven't found it yet. I think I found it. I think I like these marigolds right here. And then maybe this right down here, leaving that name. I don't know. We're not quite done, are we? Either that or we can move on to the laces and the fabric, and I think I'd like to put a gusset in my little envelopes. Let me show you the other ones I've been working on. There's this one. And there's this one, but I don't think I'm finished with this one. No, I need to do this portion. But I like this. I guess it's the back. I'm calling it the back, even though traditionally it's the front of an envelope. But I haven't finished this one yet. But I do love each and every one of them. All right. So even though collaging really isn't my go-to, I love how it turns out. So it's worth the effort for me. And it's kind of, I don't know if I call it an effort, but I think maybe it's because it takes me a while to find the piece I want and define where I want it to go. And the process is a little slower. So now let's bring in our sari silk, our laces, and that type of stuff. And let's finish this out. Oh, and don't forget, I wanted to put some gussets on these. All right, I'd like to put a gusset on my envelope. I have a scrap piece of paper, and it's approximately 3 inches by 8 inches. And I want to cut it in half. So I think the easiest way for me to do that is to fold it in half first. Then I want to fold this in half again, and then in half again. Okay, so now we have an accordion type of fold. I'm going to turn it like this. So it's like a W. And we're going to glue this side to here. So all the folds are going to be on the outside. And you're going to place it right here where the fold is. From the fold to the top. So a little bit of glue. Turning it upside down here. A little bit of glue. And then place it on the edge. Make sure you're clearing your fold. And I'm going to trim this. I don't think there's enough to do the other side. So that means I have to fold the other half of my paper. You want to fold it so you have that W. And with the folds, this is the fold side. You want your fold side to be on the outside. And we're going to glue it on just like that. Then glue this portion. And glue this portion. And fold this over. I don't know which way is easier. Maybe it's easier to do it this way. I'm going to have to hold these down just a little bit. Just to get them so we can glue the two sides together. Now I'm going to have to trim this off. All right, so now we have a gusseted envelope. Oh, that makes it so nice because you can get so much more in a gusseted envelope. How pretty is that inside with the book page picture? Look at this vintage lace with this. Oh my goodness, isn't that pretty? Is to glue this lace on here. So my lace that I have glued on to my flap is completely dry now. And I would like to add the trim, this gold trim with the little flowers. I think that's so sweet. Oh, I think that's so pretty. I'm thinking I'd like to place some of that on the inside too. Now I have that beautiful mustardy colored flower. I think I'm going to place it right there, I think. But I do know that this pretty satin, this pretty peachy satin bow, I'm going to place right there. I have a bulb pin with some gold beads and a little tag that says florist. I'm going to pop it on right here. I have a pretty yellow butterfly that I'm going to pop on there, and a little tiny one that I'm going to put right over here. I absolutely loved making these. So this is the one that we made together. I did go ahead and put the lace around that mustardy colored flower. It covered up my orange marigold a little bit. You can kind of see it through that lace, but I thought it was way too pretty to leave it off. I love how it's come together. You open it up and we have a nice big pocket with those gussets, and it's just as pretty on this side. I have this one here too. It's got the little tassels on it. It has a satin bow with some satin ribbon, some blue rickrack. We open it up like this, and it too has those gussets, which make it so easy to get in and out of your envelopes. And on the back, it looks like this. I love this lavender ruffle. It's vintage, and I put some buttons on this. We have a little purple ticket over here, some flat back pearls. I love this little piece right here in the center. And we open this one up, and it looks just like this. And yes, it has those lovely gussets. And on the back, it looks like this. I'm not sure which one's my favorite. I love them all. And I hope that you have enjoyed this video. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.